My name is Mohammed Subhaan and I'm an amateur boxer, 18 years old.
Okay, so I noticed that you've got the England boxing there.
Yeah, I've represented England twice before. I won the national championship back in 2016. I represented them that's when I got selected to represent England in Hungary for the European Games.
Okay.
And I represented them also in the Tri-Nations boxing against Scotland and Wales, and I got gold there.
Okay, so where do you hail from originally?
Well, I was born in Bradford, but so were my parents, but my grandparents are from Pakistan.
Okay, great. So in terms of growing up, what made you get into boxing?
Boxing? Well, my dad, he tried getting me into it when I was around 5 or 6 years old. But back then, I wasn't really into it.
Yep.
I wasn't a sporty person. But so then I just called it quits. Then when I was around 7 or 8 years old actually, my cousins, they were going every week to the boxing gym.
Yep.
And my mum, she forced me to go with them, and I didn't really want to go. But once I went to the boxing gym, it was like a different experience for me.
Right.
To train under a different coach and around different people, and that's when I fell in love with the sport. I went away from then on.
So, first time you had to take a punch in anger in the ring, what was that like?
I don't know, it was like an adrenaline rush. Like I felt like I felt powerful in there. Like I just wanted to get better, like learning these. I knew I was good at it, and I just felt like I could go further with it.
Okay, and then your first amateur bout, what was that feeling like the night before and obviously the fight off?
I was never nervous. I was just excited for it. I got no nerves. There was a big crowd there. Like it was probably one of the best experiences of my life.
Wow. So where did you box for your first amateur bout? Do you remember?
Yeah, it was in Leeds, a place called the Irish Centre. I used to box for a club called Bermontovs in amateur boxing.
What's it called? What's the club called?
Bermontovs.
Okay.
Yeah, it was in Leeds.
Right.
They're quite a big gym in Yorkshire. And yeah, it was a home show, so there was a big crowd there.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was awesome.
So I guess all your friends were there and stuff, right?
Yeah, friends, my dad's friends, uncles, family, everyone was there, even my PE teacher came.
Did you feel any pressure to perform because all these people were there? Did you worry about getting beat or anything like that?
No,
or?
that never crossed my mind. I just wanted to perform. I wanted to show them what I had. Like I've never been a nervous fighter. I've always had excitement and confidence before because I believe that I'm better than anyone I get in the ring with.
Fantastic. So you win your first fight.
Yeah.
How do you get from your first amateur bout to representing England?
Through years of hard work, I'd say. Like I've had a few ups and downs in my career. Like there was a point where I broke both my hands.
Yep.
And I was told that I was never going to box again. I was out for 9 months, and yeah, but I just kept going to the gym, practicing other things, my shadow boxing, my footwork, and I just kept going, and then eventually my hands did heal, and the doctors then told me that it was possible for me to fight again.
Wow.
And then later on same year, I was able to represent Yorkshire against Wales in Cardiff.
Yep.
So that was a really good comeback fight for me. I ended up winning that. Yeah.
Okay. So you win. It's Yorkshire versus Wales.
Yeah.
After that moment, you win that. What goes through your mind?
It was just progression from then on. It just my way back to the top. From there, I was just planning on working to become a national champion.
Right.
Yeah.
Now you have some American connections as well.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your American connection, and also not just American connections. You have round for round boxing connections in the name of Little B-Hop.
Yeah. You see, last year I got in touch with a coach in America called Coach Sosa.
Okay.
And he's quite a big coach in America, and he's at a boxing gym called Atlas Cops and Kids.
Okay.
So I got in touch with him, and he invited me to his boxing gym. He said I was welcome there, train there, spar there, whatever. He said that all guests are welcome. So I booked a ticket out to New York, stayed with family, and as soon as I went to the boxing gym, they treated me as like family. They I had a lot of sparring there, a lot of pads, a lot of coaching. It was a good experience for me to train out in America because the styles and the way of boxing is different to those guys. But B-Up, he's probably the biggest fighter coming through that gym, and he helped me out quite a bit. I did a few rounds with him last year and this year. He's one of the best fighters I've been in the ring with. He's amazing.
Talk to me about his skill set.
Skill set. He's amazing. He's a genius in the ring. He just knows how to control the fighter. He knows how to use their energy against them. He knows how he's got a different type of skill that I want to learn as well. He's certainly one of my favorite fighters.
So for people talk about Little B-Hop, they want to know who he was or who he is. How many fights has he had?
B-Hop, he's 8-0,
Yep.
I believe. And he's got his next fight in a few weeks, September 8th, I believe.
Right.
It's in the Barclays Center. He's certainly one to keep an eye out for. He's a top fighter. I've been in there with him. I know what he's about, and he's definitely a top fighter.
So how old are you now?
I'm 18.
Right, you're 18. So what's the plans for you now? Obviously, you've just come back from America, doing all that training and working out. What are the plans for you now?
Well, I've got two options right now. I can stay amateur and have a few fights as a senior, and hopefully get picked for Team GB and maybe wait out until the Olympics.
Right.
Or I can turn professional, and I have a few options there. Right now I've been training recently at the Ingle gym. I've been getting a lot of good sparring there as well.
Yep.
Guys like Kid Galahad, Atul Shafiq, Dawood.
Yep.
They've been helping me out a lot. So I've got two options: turn pro or stay amateur.
Okay. Let's talk about some fighters that obviously you would get compared to automatically. AMIR Khan.
Yeah.
Quite naturally, people would go that way and say, "Oh yeah, he looks a little bit like him. He's got a shape like him."
Yeah.
Has people said anything to you about the whole AMIR Khan thing?
People say all the time, as soon as they hear I'm a boxer, the first thing that comes to mind is Amir Khan. Are you the next Amir Khan? Amir Khan is certainly his fighting style and everything. It's been I used to watch him all the time.
Yep.
He's a big inspiration for me. I just want to learn from him. I always watch him. I want to learn from him, learn what he did right, what he did wrong.
Yep.
And hopefully make it so that I'm a better fighter.
Okay, so have you ever met AMIR Khan?
I met him twice.
Yes.
I met him once at a home show, my home show, KBW.
Yes.
He was a guest of honor, and I got a few pictures with him.
Wow.
And I met him once at his boxing gym in Bolton.
Yes.
Yeah, he was there. He came and he took pictures with the lads. He was friendly. He seen my English talk as well.
Okay.
He asked about it. So yeah, it was good.
Wow. So you've got how are you feeling at the moment? Are you feeling that you want to stick around and be in the seniors, or are you want to say, well, you know what, I've done enough, I want to be a pro?
You see, I believe I'm good enough to stay amateur and get to the Olympics. But always, as a kid, it's always been my dream to turn professional. And I feel like this opportunity I have is like once in a lifetime.
Right.
And I want to take it. I want to turn professional and show everyone what I got.
Okay. Have you got any selection of who you'd want to turn pro with, or have you got any ideas of how you'd want your pro career to be? Would you be a guy that want to take a load of fights? Kind of like Canelo. Canelo took a lot of fights in his young career, not fighting the top level, but getting lots of fights under his belt, and then 2, 3, 4 years, and then stepping up because you're still young. Or you one of these guys who want to go out and fight the best straight away? What is it with you?
Well, I'm down for whatever my team wants, whichever team I join. If they want me to take my time, with my fights, I'll be down for it. If they want me to take a year out and then fight, then I'll be down. It's really what they think is best for me. Because my opinion, I might have a different opinion, but someone who has more experience might say something else.
Yes.
So I just want to listen to them.
Okay. The rise of Anthony Joshua. Obviously, amateur, Olympic gold medalist, world heavyweight champion, unified heavyweight champion of the world. When you see something like that come through the England system and all that. What does it do for you?
AJ has been a massive inspiration to me. Like, I've watched him since his amateur days. I remember watching him in the Olympics.
Yep.
And his rise from there has been a massive inspiration. Like, I was actually at the English Institute of Sport when he fought Klitschko, and we were there with all the lads in the flats.
Yes.
Over, because we had a selection camp ourselves. And we were all watching his fight, and we were all cheering him on. He's been a huge inspiration for us.
Okay, and video games. There's a big call at the moment for video games, boxing games. What are your thoughts on video games in terms of boxing, and do you think there's a need for a new video game?
Definitely. I've played Fight Night Round 3, Fight Night Round 4, and Fight Night Champion. Like, I always love them games, and I prefer them to the UFC games, like,
yep.
massively. And I think most people do as well. It's just, it's good for the boxing fans as well.
Yep.
I think there definitely needs to be a new boxing game.
So as you know, BWTM Sports in association with Round for Round Boxing.
Yeah.
Game coming out, www.roundforroundboxing.com. It's a massive game. Lil B-Hop is a part of that game. We've got him signed up, so he's one of the first fighters that signed up. What would you want to see in the boxing game?
I like to see customization.
Yes.
So something like you can create your own fighter, and a lot like variation in what kind of style he has, so it can be as real as possible.
Right. Anything else?
That's more or less it.
Yeah. Yep. And would you ever want to see yourself in a video game?
Definitely.
You definitely want to see yourself in a video game.
Fighter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Do you have a word for your supporters?
Just keep an eye out for me. Mohammed Subhaan, Superman, and the same Prince.
Yes.
Yeah,
and do you have any social media? How people follow you on social media?
Yeah, I have Instagram. That's Mohammed_Subhaan.
How do you spell that? Can you spell it out for everyone?
MOHAMMED_SUBHAAN.
Okay. That's on Instagram, right?
That's Instagram.
Are you on Twitter?
No, I'm not on Twitter, but I'm going to get that soon.
Okay. Are you on Facebook?
Facebook, same thing. Yeah.
Okay. Fantastic. Do you have a message to your supporters, your fans, your haters? We all got haters.
Yeah, everyone's got haters. No, nothing right now, but you'll see me soon. Trust me, you'll see me soon.
Thank you. Before we go, we should ask you some upcoming fights. Golovkin, Canelo. Who wins?
Triple G.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Triple G is just a naturally bigger guy. He's a harder hitter, and in that first fight, I felt like he won.
Okay.
Yeah, and I rooted for him in the first fight as well. Canelo is a top level fighter, but someone like Triple G to stop him is going to take a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fury, Wilder.
Fury, Wilder. I'm stuck in between right there because it's too predictable, that fight. It can go two ways. I feel it could, because Wilder's so unpredictable, but so is Fury. So I'm not too sure, but I'm leaning towards Fury.
Okay.
Yeah.
Joshua Povetkin.
Joshua.
Yes.
You
got to go with H, haven't you?
Yeah, easy.
Dream fight
My dream fight.
to see and dream fight to be in.
I would have loved to see Mayweather versus Khan.
Okay.
Back in their peak days, both of them. I think that would have been a top fight. I think that would have been Mayweather's biggest challenge.
Okay.
But my dream fight, I'd love to fight probably Mayweather or Pacquiao, one of them two, because they're the two biggest fighters.
Okay. Great stuff. Thank you so much.
So sit back, hand. And again. Left hook for cut, yeah. Yes. Again. So. right up, right through the again. Again, solid. Right. Good mark, mate. Good mark, that's it. Again. Go. Okay. Super up. Okay, solid. Back. Super. Right. Okay, right. Your body. That's it. Get around. Keep fast and feel the middle. There. Again. Right. Jump. Your body. Cut. So double it. Go back. That's it. Yeah. And again. Sit down, straight out to your body. Sit, and again. Down. So, sit right out to your body. Drop your feet in the middle. Again. Bit further around. Right. Into the body. So you sit. Slap. Yep. Top. Sit. Inside. Sit. Sit. And again. Solid jump out. Straight back. So body from to head. Straight back and roll after that. Again. Two. Again. Two to body. Again. So right up to body. Down, yeah, right up. Sit. Inside now. Again. Sit to left, left foot to body. Sit, yeah. Okay. Again.
My name is Mohammed Subhaan, Subhaan, same Prince.
Jack Sunderland, the owner of the training cave.
Okay, so you two guys are working together today. I've just come down to the training cave, obviously, to do a mini doc with the training cave and Jack Sunderland and what he's been doing. And I've got my man here talking earlier to us about his journey as an amateur and potentially turning on as a pro. So talk to us about this relationship you two guys have got. You first, if you could tell us.
Yeah, well, Jack's been helping me out for a while now. He was a coach at my amateur boxing gym, KBW.
Yes.
And he's been helping me out ever since then, and he's always been helping me out with my strength conditioning, hard work, everything. I've come on a lot since then, like physically. I used to be really skinny before, but now he's helped me out a lot.
Jack?
Yeah, we turned him into a man. Well, we're turning him into a man. Yeah, so I was training him out of the gym at KBW, and you started there just a little bit before I did, didn't you? And then we set my own place up after a year, and he's just followed us to do his strength and conditioning. the aim to get him stronger for the elites, for the senior amateurs, and he's training a little bit with the pros now as well. So just putting that man strength into him.
Now, for you, there's a lot of talk about strength and conditioning. Some old school trainers, it's very overrated, the strength and conditioning. You're a boxer, you know. Tell us the effects or the benefits of strength and conditioning training.
Well, you need it in boxing. It's like without strength and conditioning, you're not really a fighter.
Okay.
In my opinion, you need it to you need that knockout power. You need that durability to go 12 rounds if you want to fight at the top level, and that's why strength and conditioning is important.
So, what's the benefits? I mean, for yourself personally, how has it affected? Have you seen the difference between not having strength and conditioning and then having strength and conditioning?
Yeah, my power's come on big time. I can say that much. Before, like I couldn't handle myself against some fighters, heavier fighters, but now I'm able to go in against men, put up a good spar against them. So yeah, I know it's something that helped me.
Jack, a little word about strength and conditioning for yourself and how important it is to you to get fights in like the condition you've got.
Yeah, I think it's massively important because you get a lot of old school boxing trainers that don't really believe in it, but the problem with that is you're only training one way. With the strength and conditioning that I've done with Subby, we're working on weaknesses and preventing injuries, and with that comes strength. With strength comes speed. It all goes together with your punching. It's so important. We've not just done his strength and fitness, but worked a lot on his mobility and stuff like that for his shoulders, and in the long run he's probably not going to get any injuries if he sticks to the sort of stuff we've been doing.
So, I mean, you could have gone with any trainer. Why stick with Jack?
I knew Jack. I could trust him. He's since KBW, I just known him for a long time, and I knew what he was about. I knew there's no messing around with him. Train hard. He's gonna get me fit. Yeah, so that's why I chose Jack.
Fantastic. So for people who don't know who you are in terms of where you are and what you're doing and where you're going to be, very quickly tell people where you are at this minute in time.
Right now, I'm a youth amateur boxer, 18 years old. I have the chance of turning professional. I could stay in amateurs. I've got options, but it's what I want to do.
And you represented England boxing,
Yeah,
so that's a big thing. So,
yeah.
So there you go.
Won the GB Championships. Represented England in Hungary for the European Games. Yeah.
Final word with you.
Just a little bit about Subby then. I just think he's probably one of the most dedicated people I've ever worked with. Training him's a pleasure, and I think he's got a big future.
Fantastic. Thanks for that.